find me. When I fall in love, all the sparks will fly, lighting up the sky like the fireworks.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to be reading in this book, 7 Years Left. So this is going to be a reading vlog, how much I realistically read in a week type of video, and I'm so excited. And the reason I specifically wanted to film a video for this book was because I was just generally so excited to read this book, because if you didn't know, first of all, the book, what is the book about? First of all, it has a really pretty cover, and if you don't know me, I'm a sucker for pretty covers. If it's pretty, I'm probably gonna read it. That's how you buy me my attention. Before we get started, let me remind myself what this book is about. This book is basically about Clementine, who had the worst day of her life 6 months ago. Now she wants to protect her heart. But when she goes into her kitchen, she sees that there's a man with kind eyes and beautiful smile and all that. He's perfect, and she thinks that she would have been able to fall for him, fall in love with him, if only she weren't traumatized by that one time. That was the worst day of her life, which we don't know yet. She knows she can't do that because he lives in the past. He lives 7 years past to the day she sees him. That is what the story is about. And the reason I love this book, or the idea of this book, is because there's a time warp situation where she mentions that he is in the past, so 7 years in the past. So I think it's either like, oh my god, words, past, future, present, not coming in my head right now. I find this interesting because he's in the past, she's in the present, and so I am excited to see how she time travels essentially, and what happens, what things change, and does she come back, and if she comes back, does he stay in the past, or what really happens. If you're excited for that too, if you've read this book or you would like to read this book, this is a spoiler-free video, so we will go through this together if you're reading this too. So let's get started with this book. I'm so excited for this. And also, I'm going to be using my new bookmark, which I bought from Edinburgh, and I think that is the second most excited thing about reading this book. The sentence, so relatable. I could keep lying, I could keep pretending I was fine, because I was fine. I had to be. I didn't like people worrying about me when they had so many other things to worry about. That was my allure, right? That you didn't need to worry about Clementine West. She always figured it out. That is so sad and so true at the same time. So I just came to a pivotal part in the book. So I am at the part where a man has now appeared in her apartment. I'm now excited to see what happens and how it will happen, and how the book is going to justify this man showing up at this apartment, and how this magical apartment, whatever it is, works. So I'm excited for that. I was nothing if not a prepared, depressed millennial. If that is not relatable. I just finished the chapter where the things were happening. Something happened and they made it seem like whatever magical was gonna happen was just magical in the sense, I don't know, like it was basically something normal that happened, but she thought it was magical. That's where it was leading, and I was a bit afraid. I was like, I don't want the book to go this way. But it wasn't. It is still magical. It was just fooling me for a second. So I'm glad it's still magical. I am really intrigued. I'm on page 42 right now. I think the magic portion has now officially begun, and we're gonna get to know more about the guy that was in her apartment, and someone being dead or alive. And also, if she is going to go back in time, or if she's in the present, and if she's still working where she's working, if she's still the age she is. I don't know. But it's really exciting. My aunt's story was raw in my memory. Second, never fall in love in this apartment. I wasn't all too worried about that. When a character says that, you know something's gonna happen, and they're gonna recall this moment and be like, what was I thinking? So, quick update on the book I'm reading. So it is currently Monday. I'm on page 96 so far, and it's a sweet book so far. I'm liking it. The way the author describes the guy in the book is so sweet. It's just the little things, I guess, the acts of service, and just the things he's doing that are so minuscule, but they mean a lot to a person, is really sweet to read. And it's honestly going great so far. Like, everyone's happy, everything's going quite light-hearted, and so I can feel a gut-wrenching heartbreak coming, or like something happening. And obviously, because because it's a 7-year slip of time, something is gonna happen. Either, I don't know, he's gonna disappear or she's gonna go away to the present or whatever. But I can see tears rolling down my cheek. I'm foreshadowing it. It's gonna happen. But we're happy for now, so I guess that's good. I think we're at the part where she still doesn't believe this is real and she's trying to go back to the present.
The last time you saw me, I was crying, sobbing, dare I say, quite aggressively. And I am not even, well, I'm too halfway of the book. Honestly, if you read the things I'm crying on, you would laugh, is all I'm going to say. I think I've already cried 3 times. And not like, little tears, but like actual sobs. What's happening is just too sweet. It is quite unbelievable how this guy can exist and the things he is doing. Basically, I'm at the part where, without giving too much away, she is back in the present and the things, things happen and he is, I don't know. All I can say is she deserves a happily ever after. I'm gonna continue reading now. Hello. I don't remember what I discussed the last time I filmed this video or what I really said, but right now I'm on page 290 and I am on the part. Let me check. I actually haven't picked up this book in 2 days because I've just been reading Iron Flame and things have been busy. I reached the part where, what's her name? Where Clementine has basically made a major decision in her life regarding her job, and now she is just talking to people about it and just living through that situation and what's happening with the guy currently. Also, I have tabbed many things in this book. I would love to make a read my tabs with me TikTok. I've already made several of those on my TikTok, but I'd love to make one for this. I am probably going to give this book a 5-star. It is literally perfect. The one thing that I'm really looking forward to is the ending, because Clementine deserves so much love and just she deserves to be happy, and her heart is breaking a lot right now, and I feel like my heart is breaking because hers is breaking. I don't know anymore. And one thing I really like about the guy in this is that his character arc is not something that, oh, he's like perfect throughout the book. There are certain things that are happening in this book which I actually didn't expect would happen with the guy, or the changes that will happen. Oh my god, what's his name? I actually forgot. With him, it's just really interesting, which is why I am more intrigued about the ending because of the way it's going right now. So I'm going to continue reading and hopefully I'll be done with this book today. Oh, sweetheart, you aren't giving up. You're trying something new. That really hit me somewhere deep. I need my pen. So I finished The 7-Year Slip. Honestly, towards the end of the book, I had no hope for a happy ending, but it happened. As I said, Clementine deserved that happiness, and I'm glad she got it. I didn't know that this book was going to focus on the topic of grief so much, and that would be the main topic of the book. It was also really sad because Clementine is someone who is stuck to this grief that she is going through, and it's hard for her to kind of move on from the situation that has happened with her. It was nice seeing how it was not the easiest to get out of this grief, but it was also realistic because that's what grief is. And so there were so many cute and just like punchlines like towards the end of the chapter when she's kind of summing up the grief and stuff. Tears had fallen. They poured, they fell, it rained, and it was just so sweet, so sad, and I am giving this book a 5 star. There was not once in this book that I was like, you know what, I actually don't want to read anymore. As soon as that feeling started towards the start of the book, immediately kind of the man was introduced in her room, and finally the action started. This is a book I would want to read again and experience for the first time again. So many beautiful quotes that I underlined in this book. Something that really touched me was, I didn't find out who I wanted to be until I was almost 40. You have to try on a lot of shoes until you find some you like walking in. Never apologize for that. That was just so sweet. I have quite a few like really long ones towards the end, but it's just, you need to know them. It would keep breaking our hearts. Everyone who knew her over and over again. It was the kind of pain that didn't exist to someday be healed by pretty words and good memories. It was the kind of pain that existed because once upon a time, so did she. And I carried that pain and that love and the terrible, terrible day with me. I got comfortable with it. I walked with it. Definitely tears were shed after reading that paragraph. And all I can say is this is a beautiful book, beautifully written book. And Lemons, I feel like it's my new nickname now. I like my new favorite nickname. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I definitely enjoyed reading this book and filming this video, so I hope you did too. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not, because I post videos every week, and I'm funny as well, if you ask me. And make sure to follow me on my social medias if you haven't already. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!